light, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Hope everybody's well out there. And just a little wink, wink of kind of mentioned this a while ago about the veil dropping. It's gonna get crazy. Be careful of distractions. You all smart. You know. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But here we go.
Everyone's reality is about to start changing. A lot of people are going to start seeing things that they never thought they would see. The veil to the spiritual realm it's pretty much gone at this point. You know what I mean? This whole drone situation that's happening in the US is a distraction. It's from the government, the US government. They're doing it to themselves. And they're just oh, we don't know where it's coming from. We don't know. Don't worry about that shit. But there is a but with this. There is a lot of real things that are happening in our sky. That's why you got to use your discernment on what's real and what's fake. With all this AI bullshit that they brought out, it is tricky to, see what is actually facts and what's not. Because the veil to the spiritual realm is very thin right now, and it's going to stay this way. It's not going to go back to just how it was. It's going to keep getting thinner and thinner. That's why a lot
It's
of people have
over.
spiritual awakenings right now. A lot of people are getting activated. A lot of people are seeing UFOs in the sky, are seeing extraterrestrials. Like I said, extraterrestrials and UFOs have always been here. They've always been around us. They're more real than some people, some humans in this world. There's a lot of humans that are NPCs, that are just part of the system. So you know what I mean? They are way more real than that. Um, and a lot of people are going to start seeing them. The Greys are one alien race that people are going to start seeing. They are the ones that have been abducting people over a long ass time to study the human body. Another three alien races that people may be seeing soon, and these alien races will make themselves known because it's that time. Is the Nordics, the Tall Whites, and the Pleiadians, and they are all humanoid
Sumerians as well.
extraterrestrials. You know what I mean? Like they look like us. The Nordics and Pleiadians, blue, and the Tall Whites. They all have blue eyes, blonde hair. They look human. Just a few features look different. That's about it. And they're going to start making themselves known. You've got the Anunnaki that are going to make themselves known soon as well. There's a lot of motherships that have been cloaked in our skies. That's what I'm saying. It's going to get wild in this world. And it's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier. So you really got to start tapping in right now. And especially start using your intuition on what is real and what is fake. And there's many more extraterrestrial races out there that will be making themselves known because it's that time. This system that we know is done. It is going to be over soon, and we are moving into a whole new world. And this new world.
It is over. It's interesting because I've been hearing that a whole new world like a lot. And this is stuff I've kind of been discussing for quite a few years that some of you just love to make fun of me. Well, here we are. How about them apples? Here we are. We're here. I've been talking about this, and you know who you are. You accuse me, and you make fun of me, and you poked at me thinking it was fucking funny, and it's not funny, is it? Because this is really happening. Oh, some of us actually know what we're talking about. Just because you don't understand, because you've had your head in the sand, and you want to believe this 3D matrix is everything. It's not. It's over. It's breaking down. So much so, the Vatican is opening up Lucifer's portal. What do you know? Some of us did know what we were speaking about. And they're being pushed now, meaning our governments, they're being pushed because the Sumerians, aka Anunnaki, Pleiadians, Nordics, the Zetas, they're all here and they're going to reveal themselves. So they're pushing the government to now expose, and all of a sudden, CIA documents have been released and viewable to the public, sort of, kind of. And they sort of, kind of came out with, you know, letting you know what's going on, sort of, kind of, um, because they're being pushed. They're being pushed now. This is bigger than them. They're the puppeteers. And yes, the Anunnaki are here. Yes, we know some of them been here the whole time, blah, 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 blah. Well, now they're going to appear. And you're going to see that big, 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 and it's going to be big. They call it Nibiru. It's a big mothership, and it's going to be red with wings, and it's going to be undeniable. They've been spraying heavy to try to hide it so that you don't see it. It is going to be ginormous, and it's going to have wings. It's going to have wings. Do you think this stuff with opening up Lucifer's portal is going to go un unnoticed? You don't think the Most High God isn't going to somehow step in? I feel bad for you if you don't believe in the Most High God, because it's going to get crazier and crazier. And I've kind of, I've gotten a lot of messages over the years about this, and some of you just really got your rocks off on trying to, poke at me, trying to really kind of shut me down so I wouldn't keep going. You know who you are. Well, poo on you, because here we are. The veil is dropped. They're barely keeping it up right now. And yeah, the drones are a distraction. And it's not nuts and bolts. I'm not saying some of these ships aren't nuts and bolts, because they did crash here, and they've been trying to reverse technology for the longest time, engineering or whatever. They've been trying to do that for the longest time, and this is how we have what we have. But they keep us still in the brick and mortar, and we're way past brick and mortar, even though what surrounds us is brick and mortar. There's way more technology, way more futuristic stuff going on through the blue that's going to be really, for many, shocking. But most of it is the higher vibration will come through as light, more plasma, light. Let me rephrase that, because some of it isn't high vibration, some of it isn't. But they're going to use what I've shown in my videos with the plasma. Okay, they're more plasma body, plasma light, not nuts and bolts. And learning more about through the Masonic books and stuff. I mean, what we think is light also isn't light, and it isn't, and it's concerning. Like, I came across something in the Masonic book about the Hathors, and I wanted to find out more about that, because that's the 7 sisters, that's the 7 Pleiadians, and I also understand it, and I feel that they've used a lot of the divine feminine against their will, and they have. The divine feminine has been trapped, imprisoned for far too long, and she's going to be free, including Mother Earth. They built a false template on her. They wouldn't have been able to do it without that. And I showed that in a video that made total sense of how to make people feel like they're not in a prison. Give them enough rope and room to roam around and have a job and pay the system and think that they're free. How diabolically deceptive is that? But yet you're in a prison. So it's going to get really interesting, and it is for 11 days. They're going around Rome. There's no coincidence. It's Lucifer's sigil with the V in it, which is 5, which is changes. In the 5 for the pentagram, and they use everything of the Most High God upside down, though, because everything is of the Most High, of the heavenly realms. It's just they brought it down into this realm, or galactic realms, or whatever's comfortable you feel is what you feel. That's the whole, I feel, reverse engineering, air quote, of bringing it down into this world and using it for not good. There was a time when Eisenhower met with Zeta. That's real. Okay, Eisenhower in Palm Springs met with the Zeta Reticuli. Also met with the Pleiadians. He had a choice to make. I don't know, how he had any kind of say over the American people and or world people, but they chose technology, nuclear weapons versus enlightenment. The Pleiadians offered enlightenment for this world to be more enlightened, for the evolution of the soul, which is still an evolution of the soul. It's just like, geez, it's like road rash here for the evolution of the soul. And they chose what? Power, control, deception, lies, and so on and so forth. And if you've ever heard Eisenhower's speech, it's very telling, especially if you can read between the lines. Same with Reagan, when he had his exiting speech as well. Very telling. And yes, the Sumerian, aka Anunnaki, are absolutely here. They're sitting behind the fake white light. Their huge mothership is there, and they will appear, and they're going to show themselves. And they are giving these world leaders so much time to prepare the general public, especially those who have just been oblivious to what's going on and thinking that this 3D world is just that and that's that. And that's why in scripture it says men's hearts will fail them. One of the reasons. Other reasons have to do with energy as well. But you believe what you want. It's all good with me because every time I say something, what happens? It comes out. It reveals itself. It's going down. And it is. We're at the end of 2024. We're in the age of Aquarius. This is an amazing time to be here. It's a weird time to be here. It's kind of an overwhelming time to be here. And use your discernment. Your discernment, discern. Go with what your soul feels. It's all you can do. It's all any of us can do is trust our soul, trust our instincts, and tune the rest of the bullshit out. That's all. They are throwing up all kinds of distractions, and they use all these Hollywood people and now these drones. These are distractions. So hang on. The veil is dropped. More is going to be revealed, and it's going to get really interesting. And prayers up because they are opening that gate. They are opening Lucifer's portal, and it is no joke. And they call it a jubilee. You see how they make that all like they have these people thinking, oh, wow, this is wonderful. They're opening up a portal. They're opening up doorways to hell. They are. The Vatican is opening up doorways to hell. Sorry if that makes you uncomfortable, but that's the facts and that's the truth. What do you think he's opening? Some just door to a room and then nothing's going to happen? He's going around Rome, Italy, and opening up this specific portal. Remember, 7 fallen angels were cast down here. That's real. It's going to get interesting. Peace, love, and light, everybody.